Hello and a very good, amazing morning to all of you. You know what is the main reason, or what is the main difference rather, between a successful and a happy person and a failed and a sad person? Why do you think a person actually fails and a person actually does remarkably well in their life? What is that one thing that makes a person super happy and excited all the time, and one person terribly sad and depressed and frustrated most of the time? It all comes down to one research that was conducted by Carnegie Institute, and they figured out something. They said that out of 10,000 people that they've collected the data, they collected the data of 10,000 people. And out of the 10,000 people, the shocking 85% are the people who failed in their profession, in their career, and in their businesses as well, primarily because they couldn't be able to socially connect with others. Only 15% of those people fail because they lack technical knowledge or they have no competency whatsoever. So it all comes down to one thing, that a person who is successful knows how to have their way around people. They know how to connect with people. They know how to interact with people. They know what to say, how to say, when to say, where to say. So they're very clear on one thing, that they know amazing, or they are amazingly done, or research well, or they practice communication skills to the best of their ability. Look around you. The people you think are really happy and successful, who are these people? And what is that one commonality or one common factor among all these people? It all comes down to one thing, that these people know how to communicate and connect, not only with others, but with themselves as well. You see, a person actually tends to lose focus or become sad or depressed, primarily because that person is not readily or amazingly or brilliantly communicating with themselves. They are communicating with others as well, which in their understanding, they're doing phenomenally well. But still, they're sad, they're depressed, they're not doing very well in their life. So that research that was conducted, that was alarming, because still at this point in time, if you look at today's day and age, the people who are doing brilliantly well are the people who are communicating effectively with others. Why am I keep on saying this thing again and again, that to communicate well means you have a better life? To communicate well, you have amazing relationships. To communicate well, you are progressing by leaps and bounds. You are progressing like anything. And it all comes down to one thing, that you must learn how to communicate. You must learn how to interact. You must learn not to just communicate with yourself, but with others as well. And the most failed and the most disgusting word that a person can use while communicating with others is I. I. I do this, I do that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I've done this, I'm this cool, I'm this amazing. No, nobody gives a damn about what you are. Everybody gives a damn about themselves. So the people around you, have a look at it. Who are these people that they're doing amazingly well? They're the people who are talking or communicating with you about you. They're listening to you more. They're interested in you. They don't react, rather, they respond. I always tell people that if you're communicating with someone and if you are in the reactive mode, that means you are tapping down your inner beast, which is not a very good thing because it's inhumane. It's an animal instinct. To react is an animal instinct. But if you want to respond, if you want to act like a human, rather a successful human, you must learn how to respond to the audience. You must learn how to communicate. And communication is nothing about talking or interacting. Trust me on that one. In communication, I always tell people that the people who are doing amazingly well, they're using very less of this. Very, very less of their mouth and tongue and their voice and their words. The more they're using is the observation through their eyes and through their ears. So this is very important for us to understand, that if you want to be happy, if we want to be successful, we must learn how to communicate well. See, if you are technically sound, if you are doing amazingly in your university, your college, your high school, and you're thinking that what, I'm going to make a significant mark in on the world, on the planet, plus on this at the same time, I'm going to do amazingly well for myself. But see what happens when people with amazing credentials in academics and background, the qualifications and everything, when they get to the real world and they actually start their career or their journey, they tend to fail a lot. And I'm not generalizing it here that everybody's going to be doing that, but most people, because these people are so much indulged in the academic knowledge that they fail to learn the real knowledge which is among people. See, never ever forget the fact that even if you're at the job or in your business, it's about people, for people, by people, to people. It's everything around people. You cannot just sit simply in isolation and perform amazingly well because even if you're a researcher who's conducting research all the time in their labs, you still have to interact with some humans at some point of the day or at some point in time. But if you can't be able to communicate with these people, then no matter how amazing credentials you have, no matter if you are from a most prestigious university in the world as well, if you can't be able to communicate, you're closing all sorts of doors for yourself. There's a book that I was reading, and the name of that book is What They Don't Teach You at Howard. The entire book revolves around communication. That why communication is important, how communication is important, how you can make it better, how you can make your life better just by learning this particular skill. I keep on emphasizing this thing time and now and time and again and every now and then that please make sure that you do learn something about communication. You must learn something about communication because this is going to change your life like anything. And you know what happens? Normally, when you're interacting with yourself, that is crucial because the words that you're using to yourself, you're basically putting seeds in your subconscious mind. So if you're saying to yourself that I can't do well, I'm an average person, I'm being realistic, I can't achieve this much, the success or the wealth or the amazing progress in my life because I'm an average person. So even if you're being modest here by telling this to other people and keeping a view of yourself that why would I be blowing my own trumpet? But when you're sitting in isolation and you're in solitude and you are in complete peace and quiet and there is nobody around you and you're interacting with yourself, at that time, if you're telling this to yourself that I'm just an average person, trust me, that word average is going to be, you know, the seed is going to be in the soil of subconscious mind. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, subconscious mind has no mind on its own. So it'll just take it all in and then it'll start to work on it. So the way you're interacting with yourself, and I'm an average person, I can't do really well, I'm all right with myself right now. I don't have those sort of credentials, or I don't have that sort of attitude. I don't have that sort of skill set, so I can't be able to perform really well. But I'm doing well in my life. You are literally putting cyanide in your own subconscious mind, which is going to develop in an amazingly gigantic and enormous tree over a period of time. And then one day, when you're about 74 years old, and you're like, well, I could have done better, but I don't know what exactly has happened in my life. It's because you communicated with yourself in a negative tone. Now, I'm not talking about positive self talk or anything, no, not at all. It's not even a pep talk that I'm giving you right now. But what I'm telling you is from personal experiences all my life, I was telling myself that I'm an average guy. Because people around you, they keep telling you that you're an average guy, you can't do well, you're this, you're that, and their opinion over a period of time change into reality. And who was changing their opinions into reality? Me. I was changing their opinion into reality by accepting it and completely accepting it and approving it and acknowledging it because I was not communicating brilliantly with myself. So the most important thing, again, if you want to do well in your life, again, if you want to really progress in your life, if you really want to move forward in your career, not in just profession, but in personal life as well, learn how to communicate with people. Learn how to interact with people. Learn how to read people's behavior. It's very, very crucial. I wish you nothing but well. You're listening to one of the episodes of Darashikoh. If you haven't subscribed to the channel right now, please push the subscribe button, and there is a bell icon there as well. I'm I'm sounding like just another YouTuber, but hey, that's how life is, right? So have a brilliant and fantastic day ahead. I'll see you real soon. Thank you.